Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Let's call on a divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? Right off the back, I'm getting that you guys have matured in such a way where people feel like they cannot quite move you, they can't quite touch you, and they can't quite get to you here. I feel like you guys are fading a lot of people's facades. Like there's a certain facade that people put on to look a certain way here. There could have been somebody that wanted you to like over explain yourself or expected you to get overly emotional, like there could be people trying to slightly cross your boundaries to see what you're doing, and you're just like, oh no, no, don't do that. Please don't. No, we don't. I don't. And your energy is so calm but mature. Where some of you guys could be coming out of black or white thinking, why would you do that? Why would you say that? Why would you do it? Like somebody expected your heart to be racing, or they expected you to say nothing at all and sit with this type of resentment here. Some people wanted to make you feel some type of way about the way other people view you. A lot of you guys, you don't care. You simply don't care how other people are seeing you. You don't care how people view you. And you're not a people pleaser, but yet you're still very pleasing to people. So this confuses people because they're like, why are you so pleasant, so pleasing if you're not a people pleaser? You're exposing people who don't have much better to do with their time. You guys are always improving, moving forward, and it's making people feel so self conscious, especially your enemies, especially your competitors. You guys have a lot of supporters and a lot of fans, but there's a lot of people who look at you and they feel like, dang, I don't get up and go to the gym every day. Dang, I don't sit there and work on my art every night. Dang, I'm supposed to be writing, but instead of really writing, the only time they write is when people like you come around. Oh, look, I'm working on my essay. Only time they clean is when people like you come around. Then they're like, oh, who left crumbs in the office refrigerator? It's like people want to project this sort of insecurity, hoping that you believe it, and you kind of bow your head or you start over explaining yourselves. It's like people want to convey superiority without actually being the superior person. You, as the superior, chosen, divine, you guys are sitting in your power and you're not letting people move you from that. I feel like a lot of you guys, people can feel the success in you. They can see the success in you moving forward. Your aura emanates success, royalty, hard work. You got something more to do, better to do. It's like you people feel that urge to respect you, and it almost irritates some people because they don't carry themselves that way. How come I don't do this? How come I don't do that? It's like somebody wants you caught up in BS and you don't care. You're like, you can see me however you want to see me. If you want to say that I'm this, say that I'm that. If you want to spread rumors to other people, spread rumors to other people, because you got so many people on your side, it's no going against you here. Divine, please tell me more. And you guys might not feel like you do, but even me saying this and different people in the collective, like, they relate to these readings and they relate to the stuff that you go through. We're on your side. We got the people who are matured on your side here. People are also saying that your self love is evident. You're the type of person that even when you guys start to wrinkle and your hair start turning gray, you're like, ooh, my hair's turning gray. I'm about to be a cute old lady. Like I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, I'm gonna be the cutest old lady when I finally get old. 'Cause, I might knock out. I might end up, what is that? Because the way life is improving and like um, plastic surgery and just we finding better vitamins and whatnot, and they were showing model Amon at 71, that she looks like, whoa, she looks very like untouched. She doesn't look 71. If 71 has a look, I was like, whoa, whatever that adrenochrome. We might start getting the adrenochrome from all the aborted babies, and then there'll be no more anti-abortion protesters. Devon, please tell me more. We got Archangel Michael in reverse. Somebody could have been trying to throw magic and spell work at you, but they're not protected. We got protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. Somebody could have wanted you to act out in a way that you lost your protection here, and they were able to hit you with that spell work. Spirit is saying whatever you're going through is a test right now. You might have people trying to test your boundaries to see how you deal with it calmly too. And the people who are uncalm, ignore, walk away from them. But I'm feeling like for trying to come at you, somebody has lost all their protection, and maybe not just you. They were trying to come at a lot of talented, divine, chosen ones. So it's like now this person, they can't get it up. They're depressed because all they think about is drama. All they think about is drama, competition. They're not able to have that energy exchange that they wanted with you, where they could make you feel some sort of way and they could feel better here. Somebody wanted to feel so much better than you, and I feel like it's not working. Divine, please tell me more. We got longing here in reverse, longing in reverse, missing you. Let's talk reunion. Somebody's longing for a version of you that no longer exists here. So they're longing for you guys to go back being small, but even then, they know that's not going to work. And somebody wants to improve their life because of you to keep up with you. Like, I don't know. Let's clarify that energy. Let's clarify number one, Archangel Michael in reverse. Loss, depression, suicide in reverse. Okay, somebody wanted you to lose your protection so that they could send you into some sort of depression here. They thought that you were open to like interpretation. I was seeing like bad baby, and she was on top of that man's car crying, "Don't leave!" Like, oh my goodness. I'm like, he broke her almost, like, and I don't want to say that because you could recover from that, but like, it's like this person, you got to find inner love. But somebody wants you to be like that or thought you would react that way. The fact that you're unbreakable is making people feel like they gotta be adults. You're making people feel like they gotta adjust their tie, they gotta get their briefcase, they gotta chin up and go to work and come at people in a logical way like you do. A lot of you guys, you are not reducing yourself here. You are handling things in a very mature way, and God is proud, and the divine is proud, and you guys are free from this type of behavior because you're not letting anybody control your sort of depression. Some of you guys, people could have saw you go through depression and they thought that was just you being sensitive. I feel like for you guys to be in a state of depression, you would have to be going through a lot. But when you were down, it's like people liked it. They felt like they were up. They felt like they got a hit of emotional superiority off of you. But a lot of you guys, you're so emotionally stable. You guys are solid. You're emotionally stable. You guys are firm. You guys are way different than what you used to be. Even though before you weren't really bad, you were not bad. People spread rumors and said you were bad. I feel like, same thing with me. Like around the time my mom died, I lost my place to live. I ended up in the Bronx with the most thuggers ever, and I did hit a state of depression. My ex lover died about a year later, And it's like people acted like I was like soft or something. I couldn't cope with life. And then I feel like looking back on it, that's when everybody finally said, once I got myself together, dang, you've been through a lot. That was a lot. I was only 22, but just how people reacted to me, like, "Oh, all right, yeah, oh, your mom died. Oh, my uncle died. Like, why are you acting like it's such a big deal?" That's who I was living with, bitch. Like, yeah, like I did. Everything fell apart here. It's like people almost wanted you to seek pity so they could pull their shoulder away. What are you crying for? I'm like, but I feel like a lot of you guys, you took care of that. Some of you guys, you could have had breakdowns. You could have been in the hospital. You could have seen sought professional help here. And they hate that you sought professional help instead of, you know, any sort of other help here. And then I feel like any instead of their shoulder to cry on, because these people wanted to give you a harsh dose of reality that you already took. They couldn't give you no harsh dose of reality here. Nobody could move you, and it's obvious too. You guys are not letting nobody move you. You're emotionally sound, stable, and oh gosh, they don't like that. They don't like that. And you guys also don't care how people view you. You don't care if people think you're being mean when you set boundaries. You're setting boundaries with confidence. You're setting boundaries with love. You guys are carrying yourself in a different way where you guys could have carried yourself like maybe a little bit considerate, maybe a little bit childlike before. A lot of you guys, you don't realize, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, nice, kind, sweet. And then people are like, oh, they take that as an invitation. It's like, no, now you guys are knowing to keep on that and make room for yourself here. Apology, arrogant, rash action, insincere. Somebody wants to offer you an apology about the way that they treated you here. Like, I feel like this is giving back to past energy. Somebody wants to offer you an apology because you're not who people tried to paint you out to be. And they kind of just went along with the crowd like you did something wrong here, like you were out of order, or like like you guys weren't never gonna come from there. But you got a couple of people from like your hometown or the past looking at you like, okay, like since I couldn't make you cry, now I want to apologize. This is like, ha ha, screw you, no no no. I'm gonna play in their face. They so sensitive. They gonna cry. They can get upset. They're just like, all right. First of all, leave me alone. Why are you doing this? Why are you sit with the I'll wait, or you walked away from people who were trying to do and say certain things to you. You're not letting anything hit your heart. And people are like, okay, I can respect you now. But you're like, I don't need your respect. I don't need your apology. The best thing you could do is not need anybody for nothing. People are forced to take you seriously now. We got mask, hiding, concealing, deception coming off here, mask coming out. Yeah, a lot. This is a lot of people. They wear a mask. They keep it on the front. They engage in drama just to engage in drama. But let's clarify that. What is this mask in reverse? Daydreaming, head in the clouds, delusional, hopes and dreams here. Somebody's facade is being pulled away and they're being demasked as somebody who just daydreams. They got their head in the clouds. They're not really moving things. They're not really having action in life. This is the type of person, like, like you come around and they might even fake being in school. Okay, I'm filling out my essay. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like the whole time they don't do nothing. They don't convey anything that they actually, they don't put in work like how you put in work here. This is somebody who, yeah, they don't put in work. They don't put in work. Devon, please tell me more. I was thinking of somebody who, never mind, I'm not even gonna say. Recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind, recharge in reverse here. If you guys are recharging and your mind is clear, you got somebody trying to do spell work to put things on your head to like make you overwhelmed here. And if this spell work does come up, just address it because somebody wants you to feel some order sense of overwhelm. They want you to feel like it's too much going on. You can't do this. Why are people always down your throat? And you're trying, and this is just not your energy. A lot of you guys are recharged. You guys, you let go of the past here. Somebody who you got people from your old life wanting to loop you back in, but that's not the case. See, boundaries are coming out here. You guys have strong boundaries now to protect your sanity and to protect your mental health. Some of you guys, you're realizing you're saying things and you're addressing things so you don't feel that energy later. So you don't feel no sense of shame later. Here, somebody feels like you act like everything is okay, but then people keep looking and it's like you don't. It's like you don't. It's like you don't need anybody to support you. You don't need a shoulder to cry on. You don't need nobody for ish. You guys got it here. And because you got it, it's like they want to be back around you, but then they realize, wait, what am I good for? Like, yo, what are they good for? A lot of you guys, you don't need no friends. You don't need nothing. You don't need shit from people. Intimacy is coming out here. Mutual respect, unity, and closeness is coming out here. Yeah, somebody could have tried to judge you. They wanted to shame you. Maybe you guys are, you could be freaky, like, and they wanted, like, I can't stand those girls who try to, a lot of people, you're starting to realize, unfortunately, a lot of adults are not adults. A lot of adults are like, 12 years old. They're still 12 years old. They're still ill. They still believe in words like doo-doo head and poopy butt, and nobody wants to play with you. You're gonna give me the cooties. Oh, I got the cooties. Somebody wanted to make you feel like you got the cooties because of like maybe some sort of activities you've done, whether it was smoking, drinking, or you guys like to sexually experiment, and they're mad that nobody else sees things like how they see. Well, somebody said it before on Twitter. They be trying to pussy patrol. They could be out here pussy patrolling. Well, that's nasty and a Bible, and it's like all of that is for you to follow. You don't care how people view you, and they cannot stand that. Somebody wants to make you feel some sort of left out here, but what are they? What are you left out of? You're not left. You're left out of people who don't do shit in life. They only focus on drama. They only look for ways to feel superior to other people. Like, this is the type of person you tell them you got a toothache. Oh, that's bad. I don't have toothaches because I brush my teeth. And like like those types of dirty women, I'm like, no. If you had to say it, you don't brush your teeth. I'm like, possibilities coming out here. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, believe in yourself. You guys can believe in yourself. You have a bunch of possibilities in life here, and your life is fun, and your state of mind is fun. And a lot of people respect you, and they respect your state of mind. They respect who you are. You're not just some fumbling little idiot running around town here. A lot of you guys, you put in work. You put in work, you do it, and you get things done, and you're well respected, well blessed, and you're about to be even more blessed here. We got toxic, yep, in reverse coming out. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible here. Yeah, you guys you removed yourself from any toxic people, any toxic energy. You're not letting these toxic people get to you. You're not letting them bring you down. You're not letting any words people say try to like hurt you or whatnot. And you're not engaging in things. And you guys are learning to speak on things calmly as soon as they come up so that they don't hurt your chest later. So it's not a pile up where you guys flip out later. You guys are drawing boundaries without that guilt and without any need for attitude either. A lot of people are like, oh, I feel bad. Maybe you felt bad for drawing boundaries because you felt like you had to really put your foot down or you had to argue from them. It's like, no, 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 no. That's mine. Please don't do that. No. You don't have to have an attitude to call people out. Just calling people out is enough here. And then if they don't listen to you, that's when you go to the next level. That's what court is for. That's what the police are for. And you guys know that. You have your whole mental line is secure here. Cutting ties, freedom, standing up, awakening, coming out here. Yeah, there's somebody has trouble drawing boundaries and they're envious that you don't have any trouble drawing boundaries here. Somebody maybe they want to uncord cut with you, or they can't cord cut from other people's thoughts here to draw boundaries. It's like people, this person is worried about what other people think, what other people say, what other people like, especially you. You'd be surprised at how many people worry how you view them. A lot of people feel like, especially if you guys have a strong work ethic, I feel like you guys do. And this could make people feel like, all right, like, wow, I'm not really doing nothing. Like, there's a lot of people who got off on being lazy until they came around. They see that you guys put in work. You guys put in work. You up and go. You get ready. You guys, you up and go, here, and you guys are heading to the top, and people could see that, and it's making them feel like lame, I guess, for not putting in work, and not being, their heads are just full of too much mush, too much what other people do, what other people think. Oh, at least and this one and that one, and I didn't like that girl, and da, 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 da. It's like, like their heads are chaotic. And a lot of you guys, there are some people who are thankful for the fact that maybe you point that out, that people don't be having nothing better to do. And then these people are like, yo, you're right. Why am I worried about this person? Like, in the way she got out the car, or what car she bought, or like, if she could really afford that car, or if her lifestyle's a facade or not, and whatnot. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways coming out here. Yeah, you got exes wanting to run back to you, wanting to cling to you because you guys are solid. They're re-seeing you as sexy again. And somebody wants to let you know that, because somebody thought maybe you were like a little girl. You were in your little girl energy. But it's like people are seeing you in a different way that they never saw you before here. It's like, it's crazy. But I feel like that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.